another ship coming in.
It's an Imperial fighter. If there are any bases around here, where did it come from?
Look at him, he's heading for that small moon.
That's no moon. It's a space station.
It's too big to be a space station.
Well, hello. Happy Star Wars Day, everybody. Today is May 4th, and so therefore it's been designated as Star Wars Day because May the 4th be with you. May the Force be with you. And as a Lutheran, I can't help but respond to May the 4th be with you, and also with you. But today we're doing Star Wars Day, so I've got a Star Wars sudoku here. This is called That's No Moon. It's by G. And they've included this really cool picture here of the Death Star and some TIE fighters and whatnot. And actually, it looks like the Earth and the Moon are the crop key around the edges here. So I think that's kind of funny. That makes the Death Star seem really big if that's the Earth at the top there. But of course, I guess that would mean the Earth and the Moon are the same size. Anyways. Specifics of the aspect ratio aside, it's a cool image. I'm gonna remove that and go to the puzzle on F puzzles here, where we can try this now. Rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Along thermometers, digits increase from the bulb. Along the gray German whispers lines, digits must have a difference of at least 5. The digits in the gray circle must be odd, digits joined by a white dot must be consecutive, and not all dots are given. So, it's pretty standard stuff for the most part. You've got your thermos, you've got an odd digit, we've got our consecutive digits. Now, the German whispers is the thing that you may not have seen before. That's along this gray line around the outside and this gray line through the middle. And the way those work is every adjacent digit along the line, so it could be diagonally adjacent up here. If you just pick 2 digits, say these right here, they have to differ by at least 5. So you could put, a 1 and an 8. That would be fine. A 1 and a 6. You couldn't put a 2 and a 6 because those are only a difference of 4. That's all there is to it. Let's reset our timer here. So I've got a link in the description where you can try this puzzle yourself, and I'm going to give it a shot now, so let's see how it goes. So, now one thing about German whispers that I know, I haven't really done very many German whispers puzzles before, maybe only 1 or 2 at most, but if you think about it, consecutive digits have to be different by at least 5, right? So if you put a 5 in here, what are you going to put in the next cell? It would have to be either, 10 or 0, or, there's nothing you can do. You can't put a 1 through 9 next to a 5. So essentially, we can't put a 5 on a German whispers line, which I think actually lets us put a 5 right away, right over here, because all the rest of these cells in row 5 are on a German whispers line, which means this is a 4 or a 6, because it has to be consecutive. Now, the other thing about German whispers is you sort of get this parity situation where, we don't know what this digit is, but it can't be a 5, right? So let's just say it's 1, 2, 3, or 4, for example. Well, the next one, no matter what that is, the next one is going to have to be 6, 7, 8, or 9. And then from there, the next one is going to have to be 1, 2, 3, or 4. Because you have to go more than 5 each time, you kind of get this alternating high-low pattern. Now, we don't know which one is high and which one is low, but we know that it's going to alternate. So I'm actually going to mark every other cell. And so either all the yellows are going to be high and the non-yellows are going to be low, or all the yellows are going to be low and the non-yellows are going to be high. We don't know which way it is yet, but we know it goes one way or the other. And now I noticed that there's, I guess we could do the same thing through here. Now these, I'm going to mark blue because it's not necessarily, the blue isn't necessarily the same parity as the yellow, because these two aren't affected by each other. This line is kind of independent of the other line. So the yellow and the blue could be the same parity, or they could be opposite parity. We don't really know. Now I'm noticing that there's some thermo digits on, so like this one, for example, that's a minimum of 3, right? So if yellow is low, that's going to have to be a 3 or a 4. Because it's a minimum of 3 because 1, 2, 3 on the thermometer. And down here, we kind of have the opposite problem. So 9, 8. So this, can that be 7? 8. Yeah, because these can both be 9s, can't they? Even though there's 2 digits, there's essentially 3 digits above this one. But there could be a repeat at the ends here. So that could be 6 or 7. Oh, no, it can't. It can't be 7. No. Not because of up here, but because of down here. So if that was 7, you could go 8, and then what would these be? They both have to be 9. So those are a maximum of 8 and 9. That means this is a maximum of 7. This is a maximum of 6. So if yellow is high, this has to be a 6. So we've kind of got an opposite situation here. If yellow is high, this has to be a 6. And if yellow is low, this has to be a 3 or a 4. They're both kind of limited. Now, can we do better than that? Can we make this? So this could be 1, 2. Yeah, that could be 3. This would be, yeah, that's fine. So let's see. Well, so the other thing is, so I think I'm going to look at this being high because there's only one option. So we'll see if we can rule that out. If this is a 6, both of these would have to be 1s. Because it has to be at least 5. And so from 6, you have to, and actually if this, oh, this can't be 4. Let's go back up here for a second. For the same reason, a 4 on a German Whispers has to have 9s on both sides. Because that's the only thing that differs by at least 5. And so you can't have 2 9s in the same box. So this can't be 4. So actually, you can't have a 4 or a 6 on those or those. So anywhere where the 2 on opposite sides have to be different because of regular Sudoku. So you can't put a 4 or a 6 there or there or there or down here. None of those can be 4s and 6s. I don't know if that does anything for us right now, but it might help later. So if this was low, it would have to be a 3 with an 8, 9. And if yellow is low, if yellow is high, it has to be a 6 with 2 1s. That would rule 1s out of here. That can't be a 1. You'd have to have a 1 there. Ah. Okay, maybe we can do, so our 4 and our 6, remember? We said that a 4 or a 6 had to have 2 1s or 2 9s on either side. So can we put a 4 or a 6 in the middle here? We know we can't put a 4 or 6 at the ends here. We already decided that. So the 4 and the 6 in row 5 have to be on this long line, and they're going to have to be at the ends because if you put it right here, if I put 4 right there, you'd have to have 2 9s. If you put a 6, you'd have to have 2 1s. So the 4 and the 6 have to be at the ends, which is going to put the 1 and the 9 next. And then from there, you could do almost anything, though, because if you have 9 here, if you want 4, 9, 1, 2, or 3 will work here. So these could be almost it, but they can't be 1s. They can't be 1s because we have a 1, 9 pair. So these are 2, 3, 7, and 8. So if this is 6, these are 1s, and that's a 1. Yeah, okay, there we go. Perfect. So if this was a 6, we'd have to have 1s here, which would force a 1 there. And these 2 1s would put a 1 up here, which they can't be on the thermo. That would have to be a 1. But we already were assuming yellow was high to put a 6 here. So that couldn't be a 1. So this can't be high. Yellow has to be low. Good. And if yellow is low, this has to be a 3 with an 8, 9 on either side. Perfect. So we can get rid of these and that one there. Now, what else can we do? So we know the yellows are low. So those are 1, 2, 3, and 4. But we said this one, these couldn't be 4s because they would have to have 9s on both sides. These are high. But this one and this one and this one and this one can't be 6s because of the, again, the same thing. The 6 would require a 1 on both sides. And this one also can't be 9. This one can't be 1 because of the... Right, and that makes sense because right here we're going to have a high and a low in one way or the other. We don't know which is high and which is low yet, but a 2-3 with a 7-8, and so on the outside here we're going to have a 2-3 with a 7-8. Perfect. So, oh, we have a 4-6 pair here, so that can't be a 6. 6 pair. What else can we do? Oh, this can't be a 9 because of the thermo, of course. Oh, this 3 means this has to be 2 and 1 because of the thermometer here, so that can't be a 1 or a 2. If that's a 4, these are both 9. Don't know. But either way, this can't be a 6 now. Because a 6 has to have 1s on both sides. A 7... Yeah, you can't do 7 to 3, so this can't be 7. This can't be 7. This one could still be 7 because we can put a 2 there. 1, 2, 3. This is just, I mean, anything bigger than 3. That'd be, if this was 7, we'd have 1 and 2. Yeah, that's okay. Let's see. What else can we do now? That can still be 6. That can still be 4. Ah, this can't be 4 because you'd need a 9 at both sides. It also can't be 1 just by normal Sudoku there. So if it was 3, you'd have to have 8 and 8. Yeah, that's still okay. 6, 7, 8. This has to be 7, 8, or 9 just because it has to be bigger. Same there. The 1. This gives us our parity across the middle. So this 9 means that's a 4, and that's a 6, and this is now low. This one is high. That 6 gives us the 4 here. The 4 means that can't be a 4. Let's see, what else can we do? We have, this isn't a 9. If that's not a 9, this can't be an 8, because it has to be smaller. So we've got 6, 7 here. 6, 7, 3. So we can't have a 3 now, because on either of those, because this 7, if this was a 3, this would have to be 8 or 9. So this is a 2. What can we do now? 2, 2. There's definitely a 2 over here. But that doesn't really... Oh, the 2. Yeah, the 2 here. This has to be a 7 now, because you can't have 2 and 6, because they're only a difference of 4. Which gives us the 8 and 9. And that 8 is going to give us the 7 here, which means this is 8. This is, well, this could still be 2 or 3. And this one could be 2 or 3 still. So don't actually, this one can't be 8. But this could still be a 2 or a 3. This is 3, these are 8 and 9. If it's 2, then it could be anything. Okay, let's see. What do we have left in the column here? We've got 1, 5, and 6. This obviously can't be a 1. Oh, and this can't be a 1. So there's the 1 there. We have a 5, 6 pair. That 5 or 6 means This is a 4, 5, 6, or 7. It can't be a 7. These are also 4, 5, 6, or 7. That was 4, 5. Oh, this can't be 7. Oh, so this is the only place we can put a 7. These are 4, 5, 6. So it's either 4, 5 with a 6 or 5, 6 with a 4. You can't put a 5 here. The 5 has to be on here because you can't do 4, 6, obviously, with consecutive. So this is a 4, a 6. Let's see. What can we do now? Um, all right, so we have a 4 here for sure, which is going to put a 4 down here. This can't be a 9, this can't be a 9. And if this can't be a 9, this can't be a 4, because it would require 9s on both sides. So, can that be a 6? Yeah, it would require 1s on both sides, but I think that's still doable. 7, 8, this has to be smaller. So this has to be at least 3. I think those are our options on the thermo there. This is a 6, so this has to be smaller than 6, but bigger than that one. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5. Guess that's not super helpful. Oh, right, the 7. We said that if this was a 7, they had to be 1 and 2. Which gives us 3, 5, and 6 to complete the box here. And it has to have a 3 in it. Oh, the 9 here is going to give us the 8 and 9 up there. Just normal Sudoku stuff here. 3, 4, 5, and 6 in the column. There's definitely a 4 here. Oh, there's definitely a 3 here. So these can't have 3s. And if that can't be a 3, this can't be a 4, and that can't be a 5. This 2, 7, and 8 are still possible. 2 and 1. 8. All those are possible still, yes. That's a 4. These are both 9s. I think that's still okay. So, let's see. What can we do now? There's definitely a 3 here. So let's see. We can put, there's a 9, one of those. Well, this is 3, 5, or 7, I guess. It's an odd digit, and it sees a 1 and a 9. That can be, got a 1 and 2. Okay, so what's left down here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 has to have an 8 and a 3. But we don't really know more than that. The 4, 5, and 6, I don't think we know. Oh, there has to be a 4 down here, so this can't be 4, right? Yeah, we had that marked as a 4 up here. Oh, this can't be an 8. Having trouble with just regular Sudoku today. I keep focusing on the German whispers and forgetting to just update pencil marks and such. All right. Come on, what am I missing? I feel like there's a lot of options still on this thermo. So that's not going to be very helpful. Where's the 1? The 1's in one of these. Okay, if this is 6, we have 2 1s. Is that going to be an issue? That would put a 1 up there. And a 1 here and here. And there. That seems like it's still possible. There's a 1 somewhere over here. But there's still quite a few options in this box. This box has a lot of options. Because we don't necessarily have a 1 up there. Because there could be a 1 here still. So 1 in one of those 3. Because you've got 1s down here and over here. And it can't be on the tip. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Okay. Oh, the 7. Again, regular Sudoku stuff. Just updating pencil marks. 5, 6, but that doesn't really change anything. This is bigger than 2. Yeah, it's got a lot of options too. So there's a 9 somewhere in here. 9 over here has a lot of options still. It's definitely an 8 up there. Okay, so there's 5 here. 5 up here. So there's a 5 in one of these two. Because the 5 here, and we know there's a 5 over here. It can't be on the line. But if that's a 3, these are 8 and 9. Does that matter? If this is a 3, that's a 4. This would be 9, 9. Oh, right. Okay, if this is a 3. Okay, if this is a 3, that forces this to be a 4, which puts 9s on both of those. But that would put a 7 here, and you can't have 3 7s. So this actually has to be a 2. Wow, that was a little bit complicated to see. But I think it works. These are gonna be 1, 3, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, a lot of options. Unfortunately, the 2 doesn't do much for us because this can still be a 7. That can still be a 3 or a 4. Because this could now be 4 with 9, 9, and that's a 7. Well, we can't have a 3 here. So this is a 1 or a 2. That one can't be a 1. If that's 4, these are both 9. Does that cause any trouble? I don't think so. If this is 4, these are both 9. Is that a problem? Not that I can see. Okay. So, this one can't be 6 because it has to be smaller than the 5, 6 there. We still have quite a few options for 6. Let's be 5 or 6. If this is 6, that's 5, and that could be 4 or 6. If this is 5, this is 6, 5, 4. Seems okay. All right, what else can we do? What can we do? Let's see. Where should we look? What about 5s? 5s. Yeah, they could still be a lot of places, I think, down here. 5s are limited by the German Whispers line, but other than that, they can kind of be anywhere. There's a 4 down here. But I don't know that that really tells us much. It's because of these 4s here. This is at least 4, which means these are a minimum of 5 and 6. So maybe that's what we need to look at. We've got, oh yeah. 1 and 2. Where can 1 and 2 go in column 4? They can't go on this thermo. They can't go on this thermo. There's a 1 2 up there. This is a 1 2. So we have a 1 2 pair. 1 3 here. Does that? No. Doesn't quite finish it there. So this is 4 5 6. These have to be 4 5 6 7 8 9. But that doesn't really limit it too much, because that doesn't necessarily mean that these two are 4 and 5, because you could have 4 5 6. Well, you can't have 4 5 6. Actually, these are minimum of 4 with 5 and 7, because we have 5 6 there. But this could be as much as 8. No, it can't be 8, because you wouldn't have 2 digits bigger. This could be as much as 7. This one can't be 8. So the 8 is in one of those two. If that's 7. If that's 7, this is 1 and 2. 7, 2, 1. This would be 1. Yeah. Not seeing anything there. So we know 9 is on one of these 3. 8 is on one of those 2. So 8 and 9 have to be at the ends. Oh, 4. Where's 4 go in column 4? Because we can't put it there, so 4 has to be in on this one. And, but yeah, you could still put a 5 on the end here. It's not necessarily in the middle. If you had a 5 on the end there, this could be 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. This one can't be 7, because of the 7 there. But you can't do 5 and 6 up here. You can only do 5 or 6. So you're going to have a 7, 8, or 9. Yeah. Okay, but that 4 gets rid of this 4 here. So we've got 2, 3, and 1, 2. But getting rid of the 4 isn't really doing much for us. You know, if you get rid of a lower number, that restricts the high ones. But getting rid of the middle numbers, the 4 and the 6 and such, doesn't really do too much for you. If that's a 7, this has to be 1 and 2. If that's a 3, these have to be 9 and 8. Could these be... Can those be the same? I think they can. I was trying to see if I could work out that these had to be different. Because if it's a 4, they're both 9s. But I don't really see... If that's a 9, there's a 9 up there. If not, you can put a 9 anywhere across there. Then you'd have a 9 at the top. Oh, that can't be a 4. We put a 4 right there. Man, I'm terrible at cleaning up pencil marks today. That is a 3. Okay. But again, that doesn't really tell us that much. Well, it does tell us there's a 3 at the top, which has to be right there. And now that 3 rules out this 7, because that would only be a difference of 4. So that's a 9. Good. Okay, we can get rid of the 3 there. There's definitely a 3 in the middle down here, but we kind of already knew that. Oh, the 1 here. This is just terrible today. Okay. I'll blame it on the dark side. The dark side. The dark side is I don't know, keeping me from seeing things, I guess. That'll be our excuse today. Use the force, Scott. Oh, by the way, so in some places online, people know me not as Scott Strossel so much as Strobie Wan Kenobi. So I guess today I should be Strobie Wan Kenobi instead of Scott Strossel. It would be fitting for Star Wars Day. Okay, let's focus on the puzzle, not Star Wars. Even though Star Wars can be more fun sometimes when you're stuck on a puzzle. Uh, threes. Where am I looking at? We need ones. We need ones up here. Ones are over here. The threes, yeah, 8 or 9 are still possible there. It's 2, 8 or 9. Yeah, those are all still possible. A 3 here would rule out the 7. 3 here would make this 5. This would have to be 6 or 9. Can't be 9. This would have to be 6. So this would have to be... If this was a 3, it would have to be 5, 6. This would have to be 9. This would have to be 8. You'd have 5, 7... Yeah. I don't know. It still seems possible. So it'd be 5 and 6. One. Oh, 1 is right here in this box. We got 1's here, and then the 1 at the bottom, and that's on the thermo. So this is a 1, which puts a 1 at the top up here. Can't be there, obviously. So we got a 1 in one of those two cells. Twos. There's 2's up. Oh, the 2's at the top here because of these 2's. Can't be there, and it can't be this far along on a thermometer. So this actually has to be a 2. This cannot be a 2. This can't be a 3. Now we have a 4, 5, 6 pair. There we go. That's what we needed. This has to be the 1. So we've got 3, 8, and 9, I think, in the remaining cells here. This one can't be a 3 because it's too far along the thermometer. It's an 8 or a 9. This one can't be a 3 because of the 3 up here. So now we have an 8, 9 pair, which gives us a 3. Finally, we're moving again. So you know, there's an 8 down here. That 2 rules out a 6 here. We could put a 2 up here. The 1 here gives us the 1 in box 3, which then limits the 1 a little more in box 6. Two and the 1. 3 in box 8 has to be down here, which means it's over there in box 9. There's a 3 in one of those. It's definitely an 8 up here. All right, what do we need to look at now? What about 9? There's 9's here, so there's a 9 in one of those. And 9 has to be down here somewhere. Five. This can't be a 4 anymore. Oh, this can't be a 4, which gives us a 5, 6 pair. So that's a 4. This is not a 4. So 5, 6, 3, 5, 6. That 4. Got an 8, 9 pair. 5, 6 pair. Oh, 7, 8. 7, 8 pair. This is a 9 and an 8. And so now we know there's a 9 over here. This one can't be 9. 9 over here. An 8. It's definitely a 9 in the middle. There's definitely an 8 on the outside edge. But they're not necessarily on the same one. So it doesn't really tell us where the 7 goes. Because this could be 9 and 7 with an 8 up there, or 9 and 8 with a 7 up here. 5, 7. No, we still don't know the 5, 7 there. All right, let's look at all right, our thermos. Are our thermos good? Are we missing anything here? These are increasing. This goes 4, 5, 5, 6. That's good. So if this was 5 and 6, it'd be 5. Yeah. If this was 4, 5, 6, be yeah. Okay, so you have a 7 down here. There's a 7 up there. Don't know if that really tells us much. 8's. Oh, 8's up. Oh, but you can still put it there. I was going to say we have a 5, 8 pair, but we don't because you can still put an 8 there. There's an 8 in one of those, though. All right, is there anything along the German whispers that we're missing? 1, 7, 8, 2, 7, 9, 2, 8, 9, 3, 8, 9. I think those are all still good. Don't think there's anything we can rule out because of the German whispers. I think it's just normal Sudoku now at this point. Well, these are 5, 8, and 9, right? Because the 8 is in one of these 3. The 9 is in one of those 2. And the 5 is in one of these 2. So these are a 5, 8, 9 triple. So these have to be... Oh, the 2 is up here. 4, 6, and 7. This one can't be 4. This one can't be 6. I know there's a 5 up there. Ah, this can't be 4. So there's a 4 at the top, which means this can't be 4. The 4 is there. Good. We have a 5, 6 pair, so this can't be 6. Now that 4, 7 pair is going to give us the 6 here. These are 5, 7, and 8 across here for the row. This one can't be 8, so we have a 5, 7 pair, which gives us that 8. And then we'll have the 9. That's a 5. 8, 8. There's an 8. Oh, this can't be a 5. These are 2, 6, and 8. This one can't be 8. Okay. Still have our 5, 6 pair here. This is a 5 or 6. 8's there. 6, 8. So there's a 5 in one of these 2. If that was a 6, this would have to be a 5. I think that's okay. If this was a 6, this would be a 5, and this would have to be a 9. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe there's something there and I'm just not seeing it. Let's see. We've got 4s down here. See now, so this is where a lot of the lines and stuff in the grid make it. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of my coloring. We've already used all of that, and I feel like there's just a lot going on in the grid that's making it hard to see the just the normal Sudoku stuff. All right, what do we have left over here? 1, 2, 3, 7, and 9. This one can't be 9. 3, 7, and 9. These are 1, 3, 7. Can't be 8 and 9. 1, 3, 7. So, oh, so this is an 8 right here. Yeah, because we got the 8 there. So this is an 8. Got it. 1, 3, 7, and 9. It's definitely a 9 here. Ah, there's a 9 right here. So this one can't be a 9. This is the 9 up there. Now, 6, 7, and 8. The only place you can put a 5 is right there. That gives us the 6. 6, 7, 8. This is a 6. Oh, come on. 2. 6, 8 pair. These are 3 and 4. So this one can't be a 3. Let's see. 1, 2. So this 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can't be 8. So the only place to put an 8 in row 9 now is right here. Ah, yeah, we had a 7, 8 pair there, I guess. Oh, the 7, 8 pair gives us a 3. So 4 has to be in here. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 can't be 9. This one can't be 9. Can't be 6. This can't be 5. This one, yeah, 7, 9. This can't be 3 anymore. Now we have a 7, 9 pair, so that gives us a 1, 3 pair, which doesn't really tell us anything because we already had 4, 5, and 7 in these. This can't be 5. 4, 6. Okay, so let's look at this thermometer now. 4, 6, 7. So this one can't be 7 because it has to increase. And the max this can be a 7. So we have a 6 in one of those. 5 in one of these. 7. This can't be a 7. We have to have 7 across the bottom. Okay, so now what? Got our 7, 8 pair, 3, 4 pair. There's a 6 in one of those. So the 5, 6s here. 7 and 9. 7 and 8. So there's 2 spots for 6s, 2 spots for... One of these is a 7. Yeah, that doesn't really help. 'Cause I mean, we've already done what we can with thermo here because these two just have to be bigger. And this one also, same deal. There's not anything we can do with the thermo here because either 4 or 5 will be between the 6s. And down here, if this is 6, 7. Oh, so yeah. If this is 6, this has to be 7. And then what are you going to put over here? We'd have 6, 7, and 9 in 4 cells. So there's a 5 in... Right. So there's a 5 in one of these two. If this is 5, this is 4, and there's nothing to put there. So there's a couple different ways to look at it. But essentially, this can't be... It can't be 6, 7. So this can't be 6. So this is 4, 5... Oop, mistype. 7, 9, 6. There we go. 7, 9, 4, 7... Now, the 6 over there gives us the 5 and the 6, which is going to give us the 5 and the 6 up there and the 5 there. And that's a 3, 6 pair now. And what's next? The 3 up here gives us the 3 and the 4 down here. That 4 then gives us the 5 there, which gives us the 5 and the 7. That's 7, 5, okay, 6, 8. The 7 gives us the 8, and the 7 here, which is going to give us 6, 8, 6. Now, what are we missing in the column? Just a 2, which is going to fix our 1, 2 pair over here, which will in turn fix our 1, 3 pair, which will in turn give us our 6, 3 pair. This is a 4, And 7. There we go. And we blew up the Death Star. So there you go. That's No Moon by G. That was a lot of fun. Partly because it was Star Wars themed, and partly because it was just a fun puzzle. The German Whispers is an interesting thing, and how you get the parody. And I really like the idea of, these two had to be the same parody. And if this was high, it was very limited, and if this was low, it was very limited. And kind of using the opposite ends of the Death Star there to along with the the TIE fighters overlaying to figure that out. That was cool. It's interesting. I didn't feel like, I mean, I know I put the candidates in. I wonder if there's, I'm guessing there's, I'm curious if there's 2 solutions without the odd circle, or if that was just there for the, for the image to make it look more like the Death Star. Maybe I'll go back later and see if I can figure out if there's actually more than one solution without the odd circle there. I don't know. Just curious. It's interesting, but that's a cool idea for a puzzle. I like it. Happy Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you.